Hello, Jonty.
Hello, Charlotte.
And how are you today?
I'm all right, actually. I'm very well.
That's good.
Yeah, not too bad.
Did you enjoy the sunshine?
Oh, I'm having a lovely time until 2 o'clock.
Oh, what happened?
I started worrying about something, and I was panicking about it. I sat in a coffee shop, panicking, basically. Um, but then it slowly solved itself, and I went back to the pub.
And how did the worrying start?
Well, basically, it just started with a phone call, actually. It started with a phone call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So before you had the phone call, you weren't over.
No, I had a really nice day today
Yeah.
up till 2 o'clock. And then suddenly I was panicking about something. I
Oh,
won't say what, but I was panicking about something.
so something to do with the pub.
Oh, yeah, it was something to do with the pub.
Yeah. So then it's like work related.
Yeah, yeah, it's all I can cope, basically.
Yeah.
A lot of I can cope. It's a lovely pub. It was really busy this evening, which was very good. We won Pub of the Year, which is very good. That's 4 times running now. 4 times in 7 years now. This is very good.
That's really good. Really good.
Yeah,
Well, that's really good. I'm so pleased you won Pub of the Year, though.
yeah, I am too. Actually, I think it's
Yeah.
very good.
There's a lot of people from the camera.
Yeah, camera all there. Yeah, they're doing their thing, and yeah, really nice people. I mean, it is a good pub.
Yeah, and you worry quite a lot about the pub,
I
don't
worry
you?
about everything. It's not just the pub. I worry about everything. Pansy, I've always worried about things. It's quite difficult because 99% of the things I worry about don't happen. But
No.
the problem is I think that because I worry about them, I put things in place to stop them from happening.
So,
That's what I think.
so do you feel like your worrying is like over preparing yourself just
Yes,
in case?
yes, yes. As my psychiatrist said, the key to my success at the chapel was conquering the worst case scenario,
Yeah,
and then going forward. I've just done the same thing all the way through my life, just getting old. That's sort of the trouble.
you're not getting old,
Well,
Jonty.
I'm not getting old, but my happiest year was 36, actually. But maybe 66 would be better.
Ah, that's a long way off.
Yeah, a long way off. I'm quite happy as I am.
So going back to the worrying,
Yeah,
so how do you stop yourself from over worrying?
I worry about something else.
So do you change your focus at all?
Um, no, I go and sit somewhere nice, talk to some nice people, and it gets my mind off it.
So it is like changing your focus, isn't it?
Yes, yes, is yes.
And changing your environment
Yeah. Well, possibly. Yeah, yeah. I just
where you are.
if you talk to nice people, not about your worries, but just talk to them, it can make you feel better.
Is that like small talk or just
Oh God,
genuine
I can't do
conversation?
deep conversations with people. I've been in hospitality for 30 years. I mean, there's no subject I'm an expert on apart from myself.
That's so funny. So, so with the over worrying then, have you got into a situation before where you have been really fretful with the worrying?
Oh yes, I've been in terrible states, very bad states. But it's a good job I got low blood pressure because my heart would have exploded by now.
Oh, and how have you managed? What are the things that you've done if you're worrying?
I just don't. I just keep worrying.
Well, I was chatting to a well-known hypnotherapist last week,
Yeah.
and he shared with me something that when he was going through a divorce many years ago, for him, when he was worrying, and like sometimes the worry led to anxiety, having a bath,
Oh well, I didn't.
or having a
Yeah.
shower
I mean, I just.
can
Sorry.
really help because it's quite a soothing thing to clean yourself and it makes you feel like you're washing away the worries. So there can be something metaphoric in it as well.
Yeah. Well, the problem really occurred for me in 2008 crash. Um, I was put in a position where I lived above a nightclub that was really in trouble, and if it had gone bust, I would not have been able to live anywhere. Me and five pussycats would have been
Mm.
homeless, and I always remember that now. There's a lady that sits outside Tesco's. I always buy her a cheese and onion sandwich
Mm.
because you know the it's not nice. You know, you one minute you can be flying along in a Range Rover, the next minute you're in a rundown old flat above the club, and wondering what the hell happened there.
Mm. But a lot of these worries we're creating in our own mind, the
Oh yes,
situations that haven't
yes.
happened
Well, you
and
live,
most probably
yeah.
never will.
You live through. Well, you catastrophize. I catastrophize and I lived through my own nightmares.
And there's a phrase,
Yeah,
and that is today's worries take away tomorrow's peace.
yeah, probably. But you know, people have got problems, and sometimes they can't solve them in 5 minutes.
No, and I get that. And there's a lot of people that do jobs that have a lot of pressure in,
Yeah,
and they're put under a lot of pressure, not just by the work they're doing, but maybe their job's vulnerable. So then they're worried about their income, their
yeah,
mortgage, and it's like a domino effect because everything
yeah,
on their life is dependent on that job. And then there's stories where people have actually, lost their job,
yeah,
been made redundant, or decided that that's enough is enough. They're
yeah,
going to change their career and just see what happens. And they've found a really good job,
yeah,
or the job's found them, or they've started up their own business, and straight away they are instantly happier. They're worrying less.
yeah,
The same things are always there, paying the bills, looking after the house and the family, etc., etc. But they're doing something they're more happy about.
yeah.
There's other instances where, like if a terrible accident's happened and
Mm,
people have had to change because of an accident, that actually it's like their life's taken a different path
yeah,
and they find that they're worrying less and they're actually more, feel like they're more in control of everything in their life and they're happier because the
yeah,
worries aren't happening.
yeah. I think it's difficult for me because I'm manic depressive.
Mm,
And you know, like I said, you're fine through the summer, but as October comes along, I get low mood, and by December I'm depressed, and then I'm recovering now in March, and I'm better again. I always used to self-medicate with alcohol before, but 5 years ago, I gave up alcohol, and it became apparent that I'm a seasonally affected bipolar. Just 5 months of the year are written off, basically. You know, I just want to hibernate, which is why I'm doing what I'm doing with the pub
and the podcast.
and the podcast. We like the podcast. Hopefully it helps somebody. Hopefully people will share it, and anybody who's knows somebody that's not feeling quite right they realize that they're not alone.
Definitely, definitely. I've definitely had people come up to me saying that it is helping
Yeah,
them,
yeah, yeah,
and it's opened up lots more conversations with
yeah,
people,
yeah.
especially men, because they don't tend to talk about how
No,
they're feeling or their
it
worries.
is. I mean, I talk about it, you know, on a podcast,
Mm.
but a lot of people know that I'm a little bit. Well, I'm. How do you describe it? A little bit. I'm. You know, I've been me for.
Eccentric.
Well, I've. Basically I've had mental problems
Yeah,
for all my life, and you know I'm used to. It's no surprise to people. So it's okay.
Yeah, but I think you're being really open, and
Yeah,
it's refreshing to be able to share things like this.
yeah. Well, I've just been open all my life. I've got no secrets.
No, no. But there's a lot of people that do worry that they're the only people. So the worrying again, that it's only them that are feeling like this.
Yeah, I couldn't be a mental nurse because I don't know much about anything but my problems. But depression is terrible. If they could invent it as a torture technique, it would be brilliant.
Mm.
And I get it every winter for 5 months.
But it was a little bit softer this winter, was
This
it?
winter wasn't so bad, but it was still low. I was in low
Mm.
mood
I
all the way
remember.
through. And I find that, the coming change where Paul takes over the pub, and I just come in and enjoy it.
Mm. Just
Uh,
do landlordy
I just
things.
do landlordy things. It's like tonight, for example, we were very busy. I didn't actually have to do a thing because Paul was there and SJ was there, and it worked really well. And here we are here. So I enjoyed that. That's not too bad. I don't feel I feel a bit guilty that I didn't do anything, but I did a bit of glass collecting. That's about it, really.
No, it's really good, really good.
Yeah.
Now with worrying,
Yes, worrying.
what other techniques can you give to people?
Oh, worrying. Well, basically, break the train of thought, worry about it for a little bit, but then realize that it's not doing you any good. So try to think about something else. But the problem is, if you're in a negative mood, which probably you are, you'll probably think of something else to worry about.
Well, it depends on the worry, doesn't it? But I would say if it's a work worry and you're worrying about all the emails you might be getting, there's things that you can do there that's just with technology, like creating folders, renaming a folder instead of thinking it's a worry or a problem, labeling it easy.
Yeah,
And then when you're ready to look at them, then make sure you do look at them because it's your work.
yes,
Uh, think of the word easy by replacing the word worry with ease.
yeah,
And worry, it can start making you feel a bit better about certain things. Um, yeah, there's quite a lot of things because there could be people that when they go to bed, they
yeah,
start worrying about all the things they haven't achieved that day and all the things they still have to do tomorrow.
yeah.
And so if you have a notebook and pen, is to just start being kind to yourself and write down all the things you have done
Well,
and you're proud of.
I mean, there's some things that are very horrible to worry about, and that's money.
Mm,
They can't pay their bills. You can't pay your bills. You're worried about how you're going to pay the things and get by, safety, security, and all that stuff. That's horrible. Um, but I don't know how you switch it. I never switched mine off. I just kept worrying about it.
mm. Well, there's certain things you can do. Is that like, and that's like visualize yourself not worrying. What would
Yeah,
it feel like to not worry? And with the bills, it's like they're always there. You always going to
yeah.
pay. So you can have the rational thought of doing the budgets, working it all through, but knowing that you're of good health, because the more you worry, the more you could raise your blood
I
pressure.
know. It's no good for you. Worrying is survival.
It
Uh,
is part of it, yeah.
and
What the fight or flight, yeah.
yeah, that's it. That's the one. Yeah. It's basically it's your survival instinct. It's your survival mechanism telling you. But mine's switched on and never switched off.
Well, some of it will be, but some of it's like taught.
Yeah,
You've taught yourself to worry. You've watched most probably your parents or a teacher or somebody in the workplace. You've learned these habits.
yeah.
You've heard things because sometimes it could be thinking about, is that worry? What voice is that worrying using? Is it your own
Well,
voice?
I don't know. I mean, basically, it's for me. Sorry to
Yeah.
change that slightly. I just want to be secure. For 20 years, all I want to be is safe and secure. Um, and the other day I was thinking about something, circumstances that could catastrophizing circumstances, and got into anxiety. I got stomach pains, chest pains, side pains,
From
and
worrying.
for 2 days I was wandering around with chest pains and stomach. It was horrible, and it's all from thinking. Basically, chop my head off. Basically, that's what I'll do.
No, 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 no. I think let's not do that. That's not a
No.
very nice thing. Definitely not. But that's it, isn't it? It's catching the worries before they run away. So with the
Yeah.
thoughts, so if you're perpetuating like worrying and it's negative thoughts,
Yes. Yes.
they are just as contagious as positive thoughts. So it's like
Yes.
stopping so the eye can cope, so noticing, so just what you're doing and then stopping it.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And then thinking calm thoughts, happy thoughts. And then you can bring in the positive
Yes.
thoughts. So then you're not worrying now.
Yes.
And then once you start thinking of happy thoughts, and they could be like a time that you had at an event or a holiday,
Yeah.
or just
Yeah.
something a child said to you, or animal, cuddled up with you, anything. Just start with a nice, happy thought,
Yeah.
and then you will perpetuate and just many, many more happy thoughts. And that's how the thought patterns will happen. And then you're replacing that worrying with that. And it will take practice.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
just as you've practiced the worrying, you can practice on purpose the other.
Well, it's a good job there aren't many type 1 bipolars around, because we have a problem with being too happy.
Yeah.
Um, if I go equally manic. If I'm happy, it doesn't stop. I keep going till I'm manic. And in the old days, before I had risperidone, I used to think of the most negative things I could to bring me down from mania. And that's probably where the pattern developed, that I end up with this sort of like negative train of thought. But you know, being manic is no more fun than being depressed,
Mm.
for me anyway.
Mm.
But some young 30-year-old bipolar might go and do something silly like build a nightclub.
You did.
Yeah, in a manic
That wasn't
phase.
silly. It's made a lot of people happy,
Yeah,
hasn't it?
no, it was done for the right reasons at the right time. But it's a lot of I can cope. But if you're manic, you can actually handle lots of I can cope. Because you're very positive, super positive, actually.
That's good.
Yeah, that's all right, but I don't want to be super positive. It's like putting a turbocharger on an old vintage car. It doesn't want to go there.
So with the worrying, if you are worrying about things, just start thinking about, is this thought serving me? Why am I thinking this way? You could have a chart of like what's the opposite of the worry, so the good stuff. Go on.
Might I suggest something which everybody else can digest? When I start worrying, I think of the worst case scenario, and if I can cope with that, everything else looks silly in comparison.
That's good. Yeah.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
If you can cope with the really worst case scenario, you're in a good place.
Yeah. Another thing that I do in hypnotherapy, it can be used for like phobias and fears, some worries as well, it'll work. Is if you've got something, like you add a silly voice to a worry,
Oh,
like Mickey Mouse or
yeah,
or Donald Duck. Donald Duck.
yes,
But then you can sort of start laughing and that helps you get out of the the worrying and the negativity of it all because you're putting
Yeah,
something silly
yeah,
on it.
yeah,
You could end up giving your worries a shape, a color, things like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
You're learning to
yeah,
control it using all your senses,
yes,
that kind of thing.
yeah.
That can really work. That's whatever works for you. Just try different things to help you stop worrying and learn to control it and bring in a bit more peace and calm into your
Try and do something nice.
life.
That's what I do. Just
Yeah,
go and find a nice place to sit, have a cup of coffee, or just do something nice, basically, and try and go for a walk,
fresh air really
fresh
helps.
air. But like I said, if you can face the worst case, in my book, you've conquered it.
That would never happen.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
yeah,
99% of the time, the worries never happen. Definitely.
that's right.
Yeah. Trying to avoid the news and things like that.
Oh, the newspapers. I sat in the Market Tavern today, reading the papers. I actually scanned them in the end because nothing positive is in the papers.
No, no.
It's the wrong thing to read if you're feeling worried and upset.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. And it's trying to just really picture that time where you most probably didn't worry that much. I know you say that you can't remember a time, but there would have been a time, like when you were a teenager, you most probably
Uh,
didn't worry.
I didn't worry until probably I was 27.
No, I think a lot of people, didn't worry when they were younger. So it's like maybe sort of channeling your younger self.
Yeah, but we get more experience gives you more
You still have the
yeah.
experience. You're just trying to,
I wouldn't want to be 27 again.
it's not going to happen, is it?
No, it's not going to happen. But I actually quite like being 61. I'm still fit reasonably, and my brain, you can get things right.
Great. Well, hopefully some of these worrying tips will help you. And do share, subscribe, or
Yeah,
let us
yeah,
know what works for you and how you help stop your worrying. Thank you for that, Jonty.
that's all right, sweetie.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's all right.
Well, I'm Charlotte Phillips, clinical hypnotherapist at What Is Your Story Hypnotherapy.
Oh, I'm Jonty Newberry, landlord of the Duke of York pub.
Do subscribe to I Can Cope Method and share. Thank you. Bye for
Thank
now.
you. Bye bye, everybody.